Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crypto News. Today is the 27th of 2026, and here are the top crypto news stories. First of all, good week to everyone. Moving on, it is time to head over to America, where I can tell you that the American authorities failed to produce the genius legislation. The US regulators were unable to finalize the implementing rules within the one-year deadline set by the Genius Act. Since they failed to produce the rules, they put forward 10 proposed rules instead. On the positive side, missing the deadline does not invalidate the legislation, but the absence of final rules may cause confusion in the market. The main reason the legislation did not come out, according to Crypto News, is that banking lobbies absolutely do not want stablecoins gaining power. Moving on to Trump Media, which will be selling data to Wall Street faster than anyone else. Trump Media, the company that manages Truth Social, which is something like X, but belongs to the President of the United States, announced that it will launch a new premium API that gives Wall Street firms faster access to posts from important accounts. The account we care about most is, of course, the President of the United States himself. All of this starts on the 1st of August, 2026. So in very simple terms, at what will likely be a very high price, costing many thousands of dollars, Wall Street firms that know how to trade will receive the president's posts on their own systems, just fractions of a second faster than everyone else. This is extremely significant because tomorrow Trump could announce tariffs on China, just as he announced them on Brazil, and that will obviously move the markets positively or negatively depending on the post. If Wall Street firms have that information even fractions of a second before the rest of the planet, they can obviously position themselves accordingly and profit, which is something they are very good at. So it surprises me that Trump Media did not do this sooner. Moving on from America, we head to England, where the United Kingdom also wants to get more involved in tokenization. In an effort to integrate these technologies into traditional financial markets, the UK Treasury has launched an initiative that includes more than 50 major companies featuring giants like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JPMorgan, Morgan Stanley, UBS, and more. All of these firms will spend the next year working on live tokenization, use cases as they call it, across UK financial markets. So England is also making a strong move into tokenization. Moving on from Europe and America, we go to Japan, where stablecoin use cases are growing day by day. Today, we look at AZ Marua Holdings, a Japanese logistics company that plans to adopt a yen-pegged stablecoin to make payments to approximately 2,300 professional truck drivers. So gradually, we will be able to get paid in stablecoins too, thanks to blockchain. This is something you should expect, though I do not know about Europe specifically. For the rest of the world, this seems to be the direction things are heading. On that note, Visa has built exactly what is needed here. Visa has created a stablecoin platform that could, I would say, very easily compete with coins like XRP, HBAR, and Stellar, one of whose use cases is enabling stablecoin transactions, especially XRP. Visa unveiled a new platform that allows banks, fintech companies, and payment providers to issue, hold, and transfer stablecoins through its own payment network. This platform is called Visa Stablecoin, and instead of requiring companies and financial institutions to build their own blockchain, the platform integrates stablecoin functionality into existing payment and settlement workflows. So a company does not need to change anything and can automatically start using stablecoins without even needing its own blockchain. It can simply use Visa's systems to do that. It should be noted that this platform is still in beta, so it is not fully open. And as you know, for a stablecoin to be used, everything needs to run on some blockchain. Visa, as far as I recall, does not have its own blockchain, and no announcement has been made about which blockchain it uses. But Crypto News may have a clue. In earlier episodes, we covered the story that Visa became the first major payments company to join the Canton network as a super validator. So perhaps, just perhaps, Visa is using Canton behind the scenes for this platform it has launched. As I said, There is no official announcement, but it is the only clue I found as to which blockchain Visa might be using, since I do not recall Visa participating as a validator on many blockchains recently. Moving on, let us go to our usual market update. Bitcoin is sitting at $64,000, and those are the top crypto news stories for today, the 27th of 2026. That wraps up the top news for crypto today is the 27th of 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.